Hello, a wonderful afternoon to you, wherever you're streaming from. I welcome you to Mom's Bar podcast. Today we are going to be talking about um very interesting topic I promised you yesterday, and I know that you're going to learn a lot from it. Hope you're doing well today. You're welcome to Mom's Bar podcast, where we dive into the art of transformation and empowerment in relationship. I'm your host, Mom Ziba, and today we are going to dive into an intriguing topic that is all about turning challenges into opportunities for growth and positivities. Now, have you ever wondered how to view those from woes in your partner? How can you inspire positive change and empowerment in the one you love, even in the face of adversities? So I want you to get ready because we're going to explore this fascinating journey of transformation together here, where struggles become stepping stones and difficulties become doorways to deeper connection and understanding. Okay. Also, get ready to unlock the secret to fostering resilience, strength, and empowerment in your relationship, whether you're seeking to uplift your partner or to embark on your own journey of self discovery. This episode is packed with actionable insights and inspiring stories that will leave you feeling empowered and lifted. So, grab a cozy seat as usual. Pour yourself a cup of tea and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Stay tuned for an episode filled with wisdom, inspiration, and keys to building domes from wolves in your partner. You will understand with me that our partners are from separate backgrounds, and facing and talking about the issues of backgrounds could be very, very challenging, especially in a situation of building change or meeting the context of change. It's not a magical thing. It's a thing that is done in a process. So I'm gonna be, making you to see some supportive ways that you can really be supportive to your partner in this process. Most people come from backgrounds that are kind of tumultuous. Some came from backgrounds that are not so easy. Some grew in a terrific background. Some grew in backgrounds that are okay, very calm, understanding, churchy, and all those kind of a thing. Some grew from backgrounds where they see their dad beat up their mom every day, each and every day. And when they see their dad cheat on their mom and sees it as nothing. Some people come from backgrounds where their mom sleeps with separate men and she doesn't matter if she's in a marriage or not. Everybody came from somewhere. We came from a place known as a background. And meeting or trying to meet the context change in your relationship, in changing your partner, could be a very, very challenging thing. I came from a background, and also I believe that my husband too came from somewhere. And from that background, we might have spent about um, like 20 years in that kind of a background, 2021, 24, wholesomely in that background. And getting into marriage is like getting into another world entirely. And we've grown to know most of the things we know. And when we are into this relationship, into a separate relationship, we came with different notions. And I normally tell people that this background now becomes a baggage that people carries with them when they get into their marriage. But I would love to tell my listeners and followers that it's very, very important that you drop whatever you've learned from your home, especially those things you think that are not good for you, especially those things that you know that brings challenge in your home, in your marriage. I think that is very, very important that you drop those baggages, so that you can start building a new lifestyle with your spouse. There are things that you can learn from your spouse. There are different kind of characters, positivities that your spouse might have brought from his or her side, and you coming together and sharing the positivities instead of the negativities, you can build another whole kind of world for yourself and your children, and that makes it a beautiful generation afterwards. So I'm gonna be telling you some ways to support your partner in this process. It's gonna be very, very brief. I want you to follow me quickly as we roll together. Okay, if this is your first time of joining Mom Zimba podcast, I want you to quickly click on the subscribe button. I want you to become a follower. You're highly welcome because there's a lot for you to learn here. This is where we'll talk about relationship issues, especially issues that um are based on life experiences, okay, from me, myself, and from people around me. And this is a place also where we'll see and talk about different parenting perspectives. We also share light on mindset building, health and fitness in general. Know that health is wealth. Without a good health, a sound health, you're not able to be in a stable relationship. And also, we are gonna be giving this is a place where we give a bonus classes on social media marketing on how to grow your business via online, because Mom Ziba here is also a well seasoned and a renowned social media consultant. So you're welcome to this big box called Mom Ziba Talks. It's a big box, and I know you're going to be unveiling it with me each day because it's a daily podcast. I want you to also click on the notification button to become notified, okay? To be among the group that will be the first notified ones in case I post any episode. You just, stream through and enjoy with me. Okay, I promise you very soon, you'll be seeing Mom Ziba face to face. I know many people love video podcasting. I'll be dropping links to my YouTube podcast station where I can be talking to you and where you can be seeing me. And also very soon, via Spotify, you're gonna be having a one-on-one kind of view with me. I'm gonna be inviting some guests where we are gonna be, having a cool time together. All right, so let's go. So we'll not waste much time. So number one is create a safe space. What do I mean when I mean create a safe space? Foster an environment of trust, transparency, open communication, where your partner feels safe to express his or her thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities without fear of judgment or criticism. This is very, very important. Um, okay, some people, some partners, they came from a family where they are very, very secretive, and this kind of a secretive kind of a nature can make the other spouse to start to feel uncomfortable in the relationship because the man is not telling her anything, because the woman is just being to herself. She's kind of an introvert kind of a personality, and she's not sharing vital issues with her spouse or his spouse. And this could really be a trigger to scare in the relationship. But I feel that if the other partner, the receiving partner of this kind of a treatment from the kind of a man who, or a woman who has this kind of life kind of behavior, should come down to some extent and understand that I think you need to create a safe space. I think I need to take this easy with my partner so that he or she will be comfortable while expressing how he or she feels towards anything with me. Okay, because I think this is one of the things that terrifies people, especially people who came from a certain background. Okay, like maybe they came from a secretive background, the kind of background where they're very discreet, or they come from a background where they are bitters, or they come from a background where they do some secret kind of stuff. And if you don't calm down and take it easy with them and make your place a safe haven for them, they might not feel very comfortable to trust you with some of their secrets, trust you with some of their opening ups. Okay, so that's why it's very, very key, and it's very, very important that you become a safe space where they'll be able to share their feelings without any criticism at all. Sometimes after beating or maybe having a terrible misunderstanding in the family, they may want to, come to you to tell you they're sorry. They would want to come to you to make up with you. And because you are kind of a person that, yeah, I know, I understand you very well, that you've been hurt, and you just don't want to hear from them. You just pull away from them. You just push them back into their shells, and they remain in their shells. Trust me, they remain in their shells, and they grow wilder in their shells. So I think it is better when you become a safe haven. It's not easy, but make it a forum, a place where when you become a heaven for them, they'll be able to open up to you, and you'll be able to control them in the way you want them to go for you. You can put them down and make them understand that this thing you have done is ought not to be so. And I think that doing it this way would be better. And these are my boundaries. I wish you respect them. And if you do this kind of a thing again, I think I might be backing off of the relationship, or I think that I might be doing something worse to you. Okay, so you make them understand, but you first of all be that space where they can see us in heaven, where they can be free to talk to you. All right, now number two step I could give you. Now I know that has worked for a lot of person, and I've tried in my own personal life, and I'm here sharing it with you. Is encourage self reflection. Encourage your partner to reflect on their experiences, on their emotions, on their reactions to challenging situations. Help them explore their strengths, their values, and aspiration as they navigate difficult years. So it's very important also that you make them to understand that there's something known as reflection. You make them to think about the actions that they have done. You make them to judge themselves and say if it's right or not. You make them to understand that if it's not right, they have the power to change it. You show them the track in which they should go, and how they should navigate these weaknesses, and this is gonna help you. That partner, you're gonna see a tremendous change. It's gonna look like kind of you turning over a sheet to another sheet, because they are going to be the one that starts to see themselves in a different light. Oh wow, this thing I've done ought not to be so. Sometimes you can play a mind gimmicks on them. Maybe when you're watching movie together, you can try to put some movie. I normally do this. You put some movie in play and you watch together. Let that movie talk about what you are facing from that particular spouse. If it's a spouse that beats you, if it's a spouse that cheats on you constantly, if it's a spouse or she's a spouse that she doesn't do chores, she allows you to eat outside, she doesn't care about your personal welfare, you have to put those kind of movies. And when you are together, you can be a kind of a solo, kind of a down interpreter or narrator to that kind of a movie you're watching together. You're gonna be putting yourself kind of in their shoes and making him to understand how painful it is, and making her to understand that these are the kind of consequences that might come out from it. How does she see this kind of an action? How does he see this kind of action? And before you know, it works a lot like magic. Trust me. Just try it. Put it in your actionable point, and you're gonna be ending up thanking me later. Okay. So another point I'm talking about is empowerment through feedback. Provide constructive feedback and encouragement to help your partner recognize their strengths and areas of growth over praise and encouragement, acknowledgement for their effort and progress. Okay, now it's something that is a procedure. I told you that we all came from somewhere called a background. Everybody has a background, and changing a background is not a magical thing. It's a kind of a step by step kind of a procedure, and with such you don't expect everything to work spontaneously like that as app, but Your kind of position here ought to be a position of patience and understanding, okay, and encouragement, okay. Empower these type of your spouses through feedback, okay. Acknowledge them, praise them for the little things that they're doing. It might not be easy, okay. So it's not easy for them because they were coming from somewhere, okay. If you see your wife who doesn't used to be a neat woman before, and all of a sudden she just tries to bath once in a day, and before she doesn't bath at all, sometimes in a week. I know that you can see this as just once upon everything I'm doing, or the patience or the understanding I'm trying to play here. Why is she just still bathing once? It's something for her because it's like an achievement for her, and you have to praise her. Oh wow, you're doing the best. Oh darling, you're doing wonderful in the world. You don't have to start criticizing her. You don't have to start to make her feel less of herself, because making her feel like that, throwing tantrums at her, making her feel so worse of herself, can bring her back into her shell, and you have no result at all. So let's start from somewhere. So she's starting with a bath in a week at least. That shows that she adhered to you. She want to change. So how about you going to the a bathroom together, and you hold her hands, and you go to the bathroom together, and you shower together, you bath her, and ask her to bath you, and make it a fun kind of a thing. Play with her when you're bathing, and this could make her to want to come, make her want to do that over and over again. She want to bath. She want to. She's seen the importance of it. She's seen the fun in it. You know, that's a good start. You bringing out the best from her. You're bringing out the best from her with your feedback, your positive feedback, your encouraging feedback. Okay, so another step I want you to do is explore solutions together, like betting together. Collaborate with your partner to brainstorm potential solutions or coping strategies for the challenges they face. Offer your support and assistance in implementing the solutions, okay? But respect their autonomy, okay, and their agency in decision making. You don't have to be this kind of prompt, you must do what I wanted to do. You don't have to be this. I remember that I used to be this kind of a girl that um I love to put on clothes that are very, very free on me. All right. I love to put on clothes that are very, very free. When I mean free, it could be skimpy, but not somehow so skimpy that when I sit down, you're seeing everything. But my husband is a kind of a person who he doesn't want me to be like that, especially in situations when I might not be feeling um comfy, maybe when I'm pregnant or when I'm in some situations like that. I feel so hot. I normally have a kind of a temperature. I feel heat, that like that. So I like to put on things that could be airy for me. That air could, penetrate my body, so quickly, easily. All right. So, but he doesn't understand it in that light because he came from a background where they cover their bodies, kind of a religion, kind of. He believes in modesty. He believes in modesty is being transparent through you putting on something that covers you everywhere. I totally understand him because it's good. This is what God wants, because I might be exposing my body on the note of I want to get fresh air, I want to get aerated, I want to get cool off, but um, at the end of it, it could be leading a lot of people to sin. It could be making most people to feel less of themselves. So, and it could make a lot of people to start to feel enticed by my body. So, he doesn't want that for me. I understand. I came to an understanding after being in an assertive position with my husband. So, I came to understand that it is very, very important that um you know that we try to we are not forcing ourselves, but we are coming to a consensus. We are coming to a point together where I understand his plight and he understands mine, and it's fine. So that's why I advise explore solutions together. And when you're making your decisions, try to show respect for your partner. Don't be so rigid. Okay, then you see, sometimes he'll be telling me, "Oh, baby, I don't really want you to put on this. Just understand, all right? Just understand. I'm not so comfortable with this." And he's saying it in a mood that is so emotional. I won't do what you don't want me to do. please don't do this, it's not right, and this is my property, okay? And him saying that in a kind of a way that touches me, gives me the rights, the sense of a human, where I have a right to do what I want to do. So I'm not mandated, I'm not forced to do, I'm not forced to do what he wants me to do either, but I am doing what I feel that he has talked to my conscience, and I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. We are not being fussy. You have to do this. I'm not fussy on him that you have to do this. It's not fussy on me, all right? Okay, so that's it. That's another way to build doves from wolves kind of attitudes that you're seeing in your spouse. Okay, I'm gonna be giving this one last one, and I know you have to run through it and visit Mom Ziba blog later on to read more if you want to learn more about this course. Okay, good. Now, okay, I'm talking about practice patience and understanding. Understand that building doves from wolves is a process that takes time. I said it earlier, and it takes time and patience. So be patient with your partner as they navigate challenges and setbacks, and offer your unwavering support and encouragement. Try to offer this to them. You support them. You need patience. If you don't have patience, you cannot just bring out a dove from someone who has been acting up in a kind of a strange and terrific way. Okay, you need patience and you need understanding for this kind of a journey. Okay, so that is it. Remember that building doves from words is a collaborative effort that requires empathy. You try to understand, put yourself in the shoes of the other person. Try to understand that it's not easy to just wake up one day and observe what we know has changed. I know that we human beings, we know how to adapt, but I think it's a procedure. Okay, so try to understand that it requires also support. It requires understanding, being a compassionate and a supportive partner. You can help your partner, the one you love so much, cultivate resilience, empowerment, and positive transformation in their lives. Okay, so I know that you've learned a lot from this. I want you to join me tomorrow, and I'm going to be giving you a question for you to drop for me in the Q&A section. If you've listened to this so far, it's not hard for you to just pen down something or type down something there. Okay, I'm going to be asking you this beautiful question. Have you ever experienced being in a relationship where um, your partner behaves in an awful way, as we classify it as wolf-like kind of attitude? Have you been in such relationship? So how were you able to maneuver the relationship? Did you end the relationship? Are you still in it? So how are you dealing with it? So let us know how you the review on this episode, and please do well by answering this question I just asked you, because a lot of people are gonna be learning from you. It's a joyful thing to impact people. I tell you that the reason why I do this is because I love impactation. All right, that's one of the essence why we are living. When we live this life, impactation is what stays. Okay, how you've impacted someone is what will speak. That is what will make people to remember you. That's what will make God to remember you. That's what will make you to remember yourself. Because when you're now in the spirit form, you're going to be hearing people say some things about you. You're going to be hearing them. What are they saying about you? How did you impact them? Was it in a good way or in a bad way? So start impactation right now from the comfy of your home by answering this question. I'm waiting for it in the Q&A section. And you can also send me a voice note. I'm very, very obliged and very, very happy that you dropped by and someone listened to me. I know, and I promise that I'm gonna, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna reply you ASAP. It's not gonna take a long time. I'm gonna reply you. I'm gonna be happy that you dropped by. You're gonna see my warm heart and my warm smile. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. So tomorrow I want you to be joining me also, because we are gonna be talking about a very interesting topic, and it's gonna be very, very beautiful together. Okay. So we're gonna be talking about tips to safe dating before marriage. Okay, so we're going to be talking about tip to safe dating before marriage. So if you want to enjoy that with me, please just keep on tuning in on Spotify, on Podbean, on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, on Player FM. You're gonna see Momziba at Momziba Talks. You're gonna be seeing me live there. You're gonna be seeing the new updates and uploads for you, especially for you, darling. And I know you're gonna be learning a lot from it. Now you have to start sharing to everybody you know that you can share to. All right. I love you. Bye.